What part of your life do you feel like you don't have control over, where you want to take your power back?
My love life. I think the hardest thing might be like knowing what you want, having your values, but then trying to find that the person who is going to be suited for you like better long term. So right now that's my frustration.
Okay, so how did you take control of your fitness life?
It's very easy and it's not always perfect, but if you have like a routine and somebody to support you, it makes things a lot easier. And that's what I found helped me the most, because even on the days when I don't want to do it, or even on the days where I learned a lot about myself through this process, where it's never something I regret doing, even if I only have 20 minutes, some days I have 45 minutes. It changes, right? Because life is not always constant. But I learned that showing up is the most important part.
Now, we all want to know how to attract the right spouse, the right lover, the right partner in our life. Now, being a life coach and a body transformation coach, I have learned my clients apply success principles from their fitness and transformation life into their love life and attracted the right partner for them. Join me in this video while I'm having a real life coaching session and a conversation with a client of mine who's in a journey of transforming her body and now is applying the same success principles to finding and attracting a suitable mate. Let's spend 5 minutes on this.
Okay.
So here are the questions. Do you feel like your fitness part of your life, you're getting a hang on and you're controlling and you've taken your power back? Do you feel like that?
Yes.
Okay. Because you're doing something about it.
Yeah.
Okay. What part of your life do you feel like you don't have control over, where you want to take your power back?
My love life.
Okay. So how did you take control of your fitness life?
It's very easy. I mean, it's not very easy. It requires discipline and it's not always perfect. But if you have like a routine and somebody to support you, it makes things a lot easier. And that's what I found helped me the most, because even on the days when I don't want to do it, or even on the days where I learned a lot about myself through this process, where it's never something I regret doing, even if I only have 20 minutes, some days I have 45 minutes. It changes, right? Because life is not always constant. But I learned that showing up is the most important part, and I never regret showing up.
Okay, so before you signed up on this program, what were you feeling emotionally with your fitness part of your life?
Like I had lost a bit of control over it. I just didn't know what to do that was best for me, because my body had changed. I had had a baby. I couldn't go back to like deadlifting things the way I was. I was scared. Yeah, there was a lot of like holding myself back because I was scared without having the right guidance.
Okay. So you took control of your fitness life by founding a coach, by showing up, and then by asking for guidance, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You also said that not every day is smooth, not every season is smooth. Tell me about what things are not smooth and they come up or they interrupt your fitness routine and you have to sort of rebalance yourself and come back on your routine. Tell me what those things are, like the top 2 or 3 things.
The big one is not judging myself for it, because I find that mental block when bothers me the most. I think everybody's different, but I'm a parent, a single parent, and I work a lot. And sometimes I just don't have the energy, right? Or I just don't have even the time, even if I had the energy. So a big part of it is not expecting it to be perfect all the time, but doing something about it rather than doing nothing. And going through that process looks like, hey, I only have 25 or 30 minutes. I only have 20 minutes and I'm really tired. What can I do? Can I do half of this? Can I do the whole thing? I'm just going to do it. And just kind of starting is the most important thing, because if I sit back and I think about it, or if I just say, oh, it's only 20 minutes, it doesn't matter. You can do a lot in 20 minutes. And that's, one of the things I've learned is it doesn't take a whole lot, right? You don't have to be at the gym for an hour. You don't even have to be at a gym. You can just do it. It's really easy to get tired doing push-ups. Try it.
Right. Let's stop for a second. Tell me, what challenges have you resonated with so far in the video about your love life, about your relationship? Maybe it's a fitness challenge. Let me know in the comment section what your challenge is. Let's continue. So now, how do you feel knowing, even though you've got a great coach, you've got accountability, you've got a program, you've got me there to guide you at times when you don't have a perfect routine, how do you feel about not having a perfect routine and knowing that even your fitness part of your life will be interrupted, i.e. something happens with your daughter, i.e. something happens at work, i.e. something happens in a personal situation? How do you handle knowing that no fitness routine will be perfect? How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's life and it's just a part of it. Nothing is going to be perfect. But I feel a lot more confident in myself in order to kind of handle those ups and downs because I know what to do internally. Like I know where to take myself mentally and just kind of handle those ups and downs and not to expect perfection because, it's just how it is. It's not going to be perfect, but I know how to confidently handle it if I am going to be interrupted or if I only have very little time.
Okay. You've come to peace with it now.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's apply that same parallel to your love life. What is so frustrating about your love life that we can learn from the fitness aspect of your life and conquering that and bringing it over here? Because success principles are same. You just need to learn to apply it. Okay, so tell me, what's the frustration? Let's start with that. One frustration.
I think the hardest thing might be like knowing what you want, having your values, but then trying to find that the person who is going to be suited for you like better long term. So right now that's my frustration. Is like having to like take the time to kind of go through that whole process and then find that person. And it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of patience. It also takes a lot of energy, which I think I have trouble with as well because you have to give people your time and they have to give you, their time. But it's a process and it's slow. And there may not be a lot of, I don't know, people out there, but I guess there might be, but I don't know. But that's my current frustration is just trying to find the best fit.
Okay. So now let's carry what we did for you. When you showed up for your strategy session, I asked you very specific questions. What is your goal? What is your vision? What is it that you want to achieve? What is the biggest thing that stands in your way? What is your challenge? Okay. Number one, I want to figure out on how to add fitness into my life. I'm a single mom. I work a lot. I'm a professional. I have a lot of responsibilities. Time is a crunch. I just gave birth, so my core, my pelvic, I can't do the cookie cutter gym workouts anymore. You knew your challenges. You knew what your requirements were, okay? And having those were the key fundamental starting points on figuring out what you needed to get done. And what did I do as a coach? I evaluated you physically, tested you out on your plank, tested you out on your push-ups, your squats. I saw your knees shift over. I saw them like, you can't do that. You have to retrain your glutes. You have to retrain your core. Now you've got to do single leg squats, activate those glutes. And then you have to have a workout routine that you can do 4 times a week, under 35 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, and you slowly bumped up your strength. And it has to be done in the morning before everything else starts, before your baby needs you, before your boss needs you, before your family business needs you, before your work needs you, your colleague is complaining to you about her problems, your best friend is complaining to you about her problems, and you have to attend to 10 different people. It needs to be addressed. So we figured out a system for you. You with me? Right. So now the top 2 questions that I asked you in your strategy session, we need to apply that parallel here. A, what is your goal? Who do you want? And what are your requirements? What are your needs? You can also flip the question. What is your requirement and what are your non-negotiables? What can you deal with? What can you absolutely not deal with? An example that I'll give you when I was talking to another student with is my non-negotiable is infidelity. I can never, ever forgive that. Okay. I can forgive leaving dirty clothes on the floor. I'll pick them up for you, she said. But I can never negotiate on infidelity, right? Okay, there was a guy I was talking to. He said, I know I screwed up. I stopped giving you attention because I focused a little too much on my career. But I cannot negotiate on you not even having a conversation about this and rebuilding our relationship back up. Because you did not even give it a try. You just left. So what do I call? That's a commitment issue, right? Okay, let's apply that parallel to fitness. I've given you a program. I've gotten you up so far. I've gotten you stronger, toned, taught you how to do a system, teach you how to do proper strength training based on post-pregnancy, whatnot. But if you're not willing to commit, you're not willing to show up, I have a rule. I will not waste my energy on you. I will leave. I will give my time to another client that needs me more. So that's a non-negotiable, right? Because I can't help those who are not committed to themselves. That's how coaching works. So you actually have to get down to work on your paper and just write down the top three, not even the top five. It's very simple. Top three non-negotiables. If you can meet me here, we can make things work.
Okay.
And there's one more thing. I think social media has ruined a lot in today's dating world and mating world is you have to come to terms just like you accepted your fitness program. Top-notch fitness program you accepted. You will have routines because your life is going to be interrupted. But the way you handle that is you get back on it because you're committed with me.
Yeah.
So you have to be partnered with a relationship in a relationship where your life, your relationship will be interrupted. It's not going to be always a honeymoon phase. Understandable? But you have to be with someone that's committed. When you get that, you can make a relationship work. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to alignment and commitment. And the top three non-negotiable. Once you get a handle of that, everything else is like we can make it work. I know it's not a Hollywood love story kind of answer, you know.
No, but it makes total sense.
It's a very practical answer.
Yeah.
It's an answer that my dad used to give me, and I never understood it when I was young and I was not a coach. It's just now that I've matured as a coach, I see human patterns. I see patterns everywhere, right? So now I apply patterns to everything. And fitness and coaching teaches me a lot of patterns, which I have this unique ability to apply to other areas of my life. So that's one coaching session on how I'm helping a client apply fitness, body transformation, success principles to other areas of her life. Now, if you're someone that's struggling with either body transformation, fitness, or a relationship issue, mindset, life coaching issues, go to my website down below. On my website, you're going to see top right-hand corner, the option to click to apply for a strategy, to request a strategy session with me, and we can get on a Zoom call, figure out what approach would be perfect for you. Until next time, Coach Adam, stay strong.